Okay, what I'm going to be showing you here is an emergency telephone repair. Your contractor or whoever has cut off your cable and the outlet's completely disappeared. All you're left with is a piece of telephone cable. You have no idea where the line is on it or anything. So the first thing to do is to strip it back. We'd normally use a terminating tool such as this. You're not going to have that, so a Stanley knife will do perfectly well. You just score around the cable lightly. Give it a little bend everywhere. You don't want to go too deep because you don't want to cut into the actual wires. Just pull it off, comes off very easily. Most telephone cable, there'll be like an actual stripping wire in it. Just give that a little bit of a cut through just to get rid of it. You're probably going to have like 8 wires which are all in pairs. It could be 6, but they'll always go blue white, orange white, green white and brown white. The sequence actually goes blue, orange, green, brown. The chances are it's going to be the blue-white cable, but what we're going to do here is just going to show you how to help identify that. Okay, this cable is actually live. It's connected up to our telephone system. The voltage on it is probably not as great as a BT line or whatever. So what we can do is just to show you to actually identify it. If you just strip it back a bit, which you can use nails or some strippers. So you've got 2 bare wires there. Now I'm just going to show you. You don't actually need this. We're just going to put a meter on. We're looking for DC volts on a normal telephone line. We're probably going to have something like 47 volts or something like that. You can see there, that's probably coming up about 22. Like I said, it's a telephone system there, so it's not really, yeah. Okay, now a good way of identifying it is if you get hold of an electrical screwdriver. If you touch one of the connectors, and that'll light anyway, but ignore that, and then touch the next one and then go back again. You notice there you get a little bit of a light. That won't do it if there's no line on it, and that's a good indication. The other way, which you could possibly try, is I wouldn't recommend it, but if you're getting desperate, is to actually ring the telephone number. Okay, like I said, this is a system, so it's on extension 200. Okay, that's ringing. Now just to show you, if we switch this over to AC, put that on there. I don't particularly like belts, so I'm keeping away from it. But okay, so if you look at that, we just put that on there. That's gone up to quite a high voltage actually. I mean, you can put your finger on it, you will get a little bit of a nip, but that will tell you you've got your line. Okay, so we'll hang up there. Okay, so we've just gone back to. Okay, so the next thing we've identified the actual line pair. What we're going to do now is grab hold of our socket. This is an ordinary outgoing master socket. It's got the capacitor on there that creates the ringing for the phone. Okay, so let's get that in front of the camera. Okay, so what we got here, there's usually 6 pins on there. The only ones that we're going to be using are 2 and 5, which are in the middle. Now we've got, this is actually terminates on it's IDC, which is I think the D stands for displacement anyway, but what it effectively does is the wire goes into in between the blades of the connector, and it's pushed down, and that cuts into the cable. Now you're probably not going to have the insertion tool for doing this, so we're going to do it with a little screwdriver or something like that. Now you've got to be very careful here, because you mustn't put the blade of the screwdriver in between the contacts. So we're just going to put it in there, and then very carefully go up close to the blade and just push it down on the other side, so you're not actually touching the metal of the blades. Work it on the other side, push it down, push it down, push it down. Cut off the cable, do the same on the other side. Blue would normally go to pin 2 and white blue would go to 5, but it's not polarity conscious, it will work on either. Okay, so we do the same thing. Get on the other side. Better using this one a bit smaller. So that's gone down. It's gone down. Have a quick look, make sure the cables have gone all the way down. Go down a little bit more. Have a look on the other side. Yeah, that looks good. Cut that off. Take our telephone. Plug the little fella in there. See if we've got dial tone. This is a system, so that's internal dial tone. 9 for an outside line.
Thank you for calling BT.
And there you go.